Stop eating. These 5 breakfast foods. Although I've seen many cases, there's one I'll never forget. One Sunday morning, we received a 72-year-old man in the emergency room. He arrived with sky-high blood pressure, a pale face, sweating cold. His wife was supporting him. He couldn't even speak. I asked what had happened. She, still nervous, told me. He was having breakfast, as always, and suddenly he grabbed his chest. I asked what he had eaten, and that's when I understood everything. White bread with light margarine, processed yellow cheese, a sweet pastry, and store-bought orange juice. Nothing that seemed serious. But together, they were a recipe for disaster. I ran the tests. Elevated blood pressure, hardened arteries, extremely high cholesterol, a tired heart, inflamed, crying for help. He looked at me and asked, "Was it breakfast?" And I answered calmly, but firmly, "It was that breakfast, every day, for many years." Did you know that many older people are eating things for breakfast that are damaging their hearts, every day, without knowing it? Maybe you're doing that too, unintentionally. The heart is like an engine that works all the time, nonstop. But if we give it the wrong fuel, it starts to fail, it gets tired, and over time, it gets sick. Today, we're going to talk about 5 breakfast foods that seem normal, but can make your heart weaker over time. And the worst part, many people think they're eating healthy, but they're actually making their health worse. If you're over 60, this video is very important for you and those you love. So stick around until the end, because I'm also going to show you what you can eat instead of those foods to take care of your heart and feel more energetic. And if this video helps you, don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and share it with someone else who needs it too. Let's get started. Many people say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and that's true. But it can also be the most dangerous if we don't choose wisely. When we wake up, our body needs energy, vitamins, and good things to function. But if we eat bad foods, full of sugar, fat, or artificial things, the body gets inflamed, the blood gets thick, and the heart has to work harder. It's like putting rocks instead of gas in a car. At first, the car keeps going, but over time, it breaks down. And the worst part is that many of these bad foods are on the breakfast tables of millions of people. White bread, processed meats, processed juices, they're everywhere. But don't worry. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you each one of them, explain why they cause harm, and what you can do to take care of your heart from the first meal of the day. Food. 1. White bread and packaged toast. Let's talk about white bread. That soft little loaf that many people eat for breakfast with butter, jam, or even by itself. Maybe you eat it every day too. But I'll tell you a secret. That bread, so white and so soft, isn't as good as it seems. White bread is made with refined flour. That means they've removed almost all the good stuff, the fiber, the vitamins, the minerals. What's left turns into sugar very quickly inside the body. And when there's too much sugar in the blood, the heart suffers. Arteries harden, blood pressure goes up, and the risk of having a heart attack also grows. And what about packaged toast that comes in bags? They're even worse. Because besides being made with that same white flour, they often have hidden sugar, bad fats, and preservatives that cause harm over time. Some people think that toast is light or not fattening. But in reality, they're feeding the problem. So, what should you do? Don't worry. You don't have to stop eating bread forever. You just have to choose better. A real whole grain bread, with seeds or oats, is much better for your heart. It has fiber, helps lower blood sugar, and helps your heart work more calmly. It's a small change, but with a big impact. Food, 2. Processed yellow cheese like cheddar. Now let's talk about a food that many older people eat without thinking it can cause harm. Processed yellow cheese, like the cheddar slices that come in packages. It seems practical, tasty, and many people put it on breakfast bread, in eggs, or even eat it alone. But this type of cheese isn't like the natural cheeses from before. Processed yellow cheese is full of saturated fats, salt, and chemical additives. It's not a natural cheese that has been aged over time. It's a product that was created in factories, mixing milk with oils, colorings, and preservatives. And while its flavor might be strong and pleasant, what it does inside your body is not good at all. This type of cheese can raise bad cholesterol in the blood, make arteries stiffer, and increase the risk of high blood pressure. Plus, it has lots of hidden salt. And when we eat too much salt every day, the body retains fluid. The heart works harder, and it can cause serious problems over time. Many older people think they're eating just a little bit, but that little bit, every day, adds up and causes damage. So, what can we do? If you like cheese, you don't have to give it up completely. But you can choose more natural and milder options, like unsalted fresh cheese, ricotta, or a small piece of low-fat white cheese. They're lighter, good for digestion, and much more heart-friendly. Food number 3, light. Margarine. This is the hidden enemy that seems harmless. Do you know what margarine is? It's that stuff many people spread on bread in the morning. It comes in nice little tubs and says things like light or cholesterol-free. But even though it seems good, in truth, it's not as good as it looks. Margarine doesn't come from a cow like butter. It's made in a factory, with oils that are liquid, like soybean or corn oil. To make it look like butter, they change them with chemicals until they become solid. And when they do that, they create a bad fat called trans fat. That trans fat is like a trap for the heart. It does 3 very bad things. It clogs your veins inside, like sticky fat. It gets rid of the good fat, the one that cleans the veins. It causes your body to get inflamed, like when a knee swells up. Only it's inside, without you seeing it. And if you eat margarine every day, little by little it keeps hurting your heart, until one day there might be a serious problem. That's why, even if it says light or cholesterol-free, it's better not to eat it. But don't worry. If you like putting something on your bread, there are other things that are good for you. A little avocado, a drop of olive oil, or a little bit of real butter, but unsalted. That way, you take care of your body, and your heart will thank you for it. Food, number 4. Boxed cereals, sweets disguised as breakfast. Many people think eating cereal for breakfast is healthy, especially because the boxes say things like, with vitamins, with iron, or good for kids. But the truth is that many of those cereals are pure sugar with pretty colors. If you look at the ingredients on the box, you'll almost always see that the first ones are sugar, corn syrup, and artificial flavorings. That means what that cereal has most of is sugar, and much more than a cookie or a candy. When you eat that in the morning, your body gets a sugar rush. Blood sugar spikes quickly, your body reacts strongly, and then you feel tired. Plus, that extra sugar is stored as fat in the body and can clog your arteries over time, making the heart work harder. There are also cereals that have very strong or bright colors. Those colors don't come from fruits or vegetables. They're chemicals that can cause problems if you eat them every day. So, if you're eating boxed cereals every day, it's time to make a change. You can use natural oatmeal, cooked with water or plant-based milk, and put fruit on top. It's tasty, gentle on the stomach, and truly takes care of your heart. Not everything that comes in a box is good. Sometimes, the simplest things are the most powerful for your health. Food, number 5, sweet bread, delicious to the taste, but dangerous for the heart. Who hasn't had a concha or a croissant with coffee in the morning? Sweet bread, like conchas or other pastries, is a tradition in many Mexican homes. It smells good, tastes good, and gives that feeling of starting the day off right. But even though it's delicious, it can be very harmful to your heart, especially if you're over 60. The problem with sweet bread is that it's full of sugar, white flour, and bad fats. All of that together makes it so that when it enters your body, the sugar spikes very quickly. It's like throwing a sugar bomb into your blood, and when that happens every day, blood vessels get damaged, pressure goes up, and the heart has to work harder and harder. Also, the fat used in many sweetbreads is vegetable shortening, which can contain trans fats. These fats don't just clog your arteries, they also lower good cholesterol and cause your whole body to get inflamed inside. And because sweetbread is soft and tasty, you often eat more than one, without realizing it. That's a lot of sugar and fat in just one breakfast. What can you do? It's not about never eating sweetbread again, but if you do, make it just once in a while, as a special treat. And on normal days, you can choose something healthier: fruit with oatmeal, whole grain bread with avocado, or a boiled egg with vegetables. Remember, what tastes good shouldn't cost you your health. Your heart is with you your whole life. Give it something that takes care of it. Now you know. There are foods that seem normal, even tasty and traditional, but that can be silently weakening your heart every morning. White bread, processed cheese, processed juices, sugary granola, and sweet bread. They might all seem harmless, but if you eat them every day, they can make your heart tired, inflamed, and sick over time. But you also learned something important. There are easy and delicious ways to take care of your heart starting with breakfast. It's not about stopping eating, but about choosing better. Whole grain bread, whole fruits, natural oatmeal, boiled eggs, avocado, and olive oil are simple options that can help you feel more energetic, lighter, and with a lower risk of heart problems. Don't wait for something serious to happen. Start with a small change, like changing what you put on your bread or what you drink in the morning. Those changes, day after day, can save your life. And now I ask you, which of these foods do you eat most often? Are you ready to switch it for a better option? Write in the comments. I'd love to read what you think. And if this video helped you, hit like, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe to the channel to keep learning how to live longer and better. Because taking care of your heart is taking care of your life.